Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Orlando, Florida. Welcome to Tuesday Night NXT. I want to go ahead and announce right now I'm getting sick. My nose is quite stuffed. My eyes be getting watery. I have a bit of a cough. I be sneezing. Just not feeling the best, but I'm also not fully sick. I'm like bad across the line between okay and sick. So I have my moments where I don't feel too good. But then I have my moments where I do feel quite alright. So I'm going to try to thug this out, see if we can go ahead and film a couple videos for you guys. Well, we got to catch up. I took a big break where I wasn't able to record, which means right now, as of this WWE Universe, we're like in August or September, when IRL, I mean, at least for me, the day of the recording, today is January 16th, 2026, so quite a bit to catch up on. So got to keep recording, but yeah, I just want to let you guys know I am kind of getting sick, so if I sound a little funky, if I cough, sneeze, whatever, try to cut it out, but no promises, right? You've been warned. Alright, we're going to go ahead and jump into this opening match. We have a championship match opportunity for Dark State. His name, I forgot his name. Steve Macklin, not Steven. Steve Macklin, TNA International Champion, is going to go ahead and defend his championship here tonight against Dion Lexon. An opportunity for Dark State to be able to add a little bit more gold to their big old squad. And here, talking about the TNA International Champion, here he comes here tonight. Of course, as I mentioned many times, with superstars who are accompanied by so many damn people, they by far easily have just a huge advantage because of the numbers game. So yeah, just realistically speaking, it is going to be a very difficult match for Steve Macklin. As much as he is champion for a reason, as much as he has held this TNA International Championship for, I don't even know. And if my memory serves me correct, he's also the inaugural champion. It is going to be quite a difficult match here tonight for Steve Macklin, simply because Dion Lexon is accompanied by Shaquan Sugars, by Osiris Griffin, and by the North American champion Cutler James. So it is going to be difficult for Mr. Steve Macklin to go ahead and defend his championship here tonight. We have a couple more championship matches. For instance, in our main event, AJ Styles, the Phenomenal, here on NXT, will face off against Joe Hendry for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. That to come in the main event. But for now, of course, we focus on this match. As I said, we will have some other championship matches apart from those two. But let's go ahead and focus on this one. We have Dion Lexon of Dark State, as I mentioned earlier, accompanied by the rest of Dark State, facing off against Steve Macklin for his TNA International Championship. A big opportunity here tonight. As Dion Lexon is able to win, then that would officially mean that half of Dark State have gold. And that would be pushing them closer to what they want. It's domination, control of NXT. They've done some brutal things, beating up Joe Hendry, Tony D'Angelo, so many others. But when it comes to regular matches, they do struggle quite a bit. And it just shows how much they do rely on cheating and breaking the law and just not doing what's right, basically. And that's why I fear for Steve Macklin here tonight, because they surely know that that's the easiest way to win. So here tonight, if they want to add the TNA International Championship to their squad, to be part of them, to their shoulders, whatever you want to call it, well, they're more likely than not going to have to do a little bit of cheating. But for now, it is Steve Macklin who gets things started off with some nice damages. Quickly, Dion Lexon trying to get on the attack. Unfortunately for him, Steve Macklin going to go ahead and counter right there, sending him straight into the turnbuckle now, slamming him down. Steve Macklin doing some nice little bit of damage right there. And as a reminder, this Saturday, we do have Bash in Berlin. And of course, Sunday, women's only PLE Evolution. Bound to be two fantastic PLEs. As Steve Macklin pointing down at Dion Lexon. Not sure what he was saying right there. Maybe like, I'm going to whoop his butt or something. However, maybe a little too confident there. Steve Macklin was, as Dion Lexon is able to get on the attack. Now distracted. I believe that was Osiris Griffin who started talking right there, distracting him. Now allowing for Dion Lexon to be able to get back into this match in control and on the attack. He's going to go ahead and grab Steve Macklin. Going to look to send him straight into the turnbuckle. Face first, is able to do so. Dion Lexon is not done, as he now looks to send Steve Macklin flying, slamming him down straight on to the ring. Now using the ropes, trying to hit a missile drop kick. Unfortunately for him, does miss. And now Steve Macklin trying to switch things around. A good opportunity right here for Steve Macklin to potentially put the match away. Not yet. Instead, sending Dion Lexon straight into the turnbuckle. Nice little double axe handle right there, as Dion Lexon is back on taking damage. And it is Steve Macklin who is in control of things, dislocating the arm. And once again, it is Osiris Griffin who's going to go ahead and distract Steve Macklin. Ooh, excuse me. Allowing for Dion Lexon to go ahead and be able to get on the attack as he sends Steve Macklin onto the ropes, trying to use the ropes as a bit of a booster to charge up this big missile drop kick. As now Steve Macklin has to roll outside of the ring, catching his breath. Dion Lexon not going to let him relax so quickly. Both gentlemen back inside of the ring. Dion Lexon able to move out of the way right there. And now time for Dion to be able to get on the attack. We haven't seen nothing crazy from Darkseid as of yet. We did see Shake One Sugars throwing in a kendo stick inside of the ring, but not too smart to use that as a, if the referee catches you, will end in a disqualification, which means Steve Macklin would go ahead and retain his championship, and Darkseid does not want that one bit. Cannot have that, as things may be bad. Not just bad, could be going to worse, as Dion Lexon wants to look to fly right here. Nice little flying clothesline to send Steve Macklin down. Foot is on the rope, so if he were to have get pinned right there, probably would have been a rope break. Oh my days, I'm just lost. My apologies. However, hold on. Forget rope breaks. Forget any of that. Instead, it may be Steve Macklin who's looking for the pinfall. 1, 2, but a kick out of 2. The match continues. Steve Macklin doing some big damage. Not done. Big clothesline as he sends Dion Lexon down. This match continues, but Steve Macklin wants to go ahead and retain his championship. This may be a big opportunity for him to be able to show the WWE Universe, to be able to show the TNA audience and TNA superstars exactly what TNA is made out of. I think I just said TNA superstars. I meant NXT superstars, NXT Universe. Excuse me, I'm distracted. I gotta go ahead and focus up. Is right here. Steve Macklin, little suplex. Gonna look for the pinfall. 1, 2, 3, and that is it. Dion Lexon not able to do enough to beat Steve Macklin. Instead, here tonight, in our opening match, it is Steve Macklin who will go ahead and retain his TNA International Championship. Congratulations to Steve Macklin, a huge title defense against Dion Lexon and Darkseid. I am a little bit surprised that Darkseid didn't get more involved, but here tonight for Steve Macklin, that is a good thing. That is something to be happy about because, well, still got your title. So congrats to Steve Macklin, still the TNA International Champion. Now up next, Masha Slamovich is able to become the new NXT Women's Champion. She has something she wants to say. Let's go ahead and hear her out. Jordan Grace, sure, you may have beat me for my TNA Knockouts Championship, but guess what? I'm now NXT Women's Champion, and I still have an opportunity at a rematch, so how about we have a nice little champion versus Jordan Grace ready to answer? Let's go ahead and hear her out. You want a champion versus champion? Is that what you were going to say? Let's do it. TNA Knockouts World Championship, NXT Women's Championship, both on the line at Evolution. Title versus title. Winner takes all. What do you say? Fine, let's do it. And oh man. What a confirmation of a match. Title versus title. We got the TNA Knockouts World Championship and the NXT Women's Championship, both on the line as Masha Slamovich and Jordan Grace. Match confirmed for Evolution, where the winner is going to go ahead and take all. What a freaking match that is going to go ahead and be. Oh my days. A big opportunity for both women as well. Whoever wins is going to go ahead and become a double champion. We are confirmed that Evolution will have a new champion. Someone is going to have to become a double champion, and it's either going to be Masha Slamovich or Jordan Grace, as both those titles are on the line. Wow. I mean, that is going to be an absolutely incredible matchup. That's to come this Sunday at the Women's Only PLE Evolution. For now, we're going to go ahead and move on to our second championship match of the night. This for the WWE Speed Championship. The fortunate man, the lucky man here tonight, who's going to go ahead and be able to challenge for the WWE Speed Championship is Eddie Thorpe. But of course, his opponent, the champion, Chad Gable, the current WWE Speed Championship. This is going to be not only a great opportunity for Eddie Thorpe to potentially become champion, but just simply to be able to show himself and prove himself against someone of the main roster. So victory here tonight not only means that he can go ahead and become the new WWE Speed Champion, but it also just shows, main roster, maybe this man is ready to get that call up, as I don't think it'll be long before call-ups start happening with NXT call-ups. I have to watch my mouth. I don't want to spoil a little too much, but both the Raw and SmackDown GM, I'll say this, have it very clear that by the end of this year, the beginning of the new year, 2026, they want to go ahead and get up as much call-ups in order to start up the year fresh. Now, of course, with call-ups do come releases, so fortunately, those who have not proven good enough for this company may be released, maybe put on the shelf for a little bit, put on a pause, but I guess that's just part of the business. So unfortunate, yes, but also comes with its pros and cons. But that's a bit of a spoiler to the future. Right now, we're going to go ahead and focus on this match right here. Eddie Thorpe, again, opportunity to not only become the new WWE Speed Champion, but also an opportunity to go ahead and kind of prove that this man is ready for the main roster. Going to be a very, very difficult matchup. His opponent, of course, is going to be none other than Chad Gable. This man has almost out of nowhere reawoken ever since facing off against Wesley. He does give big thanks to him for kind of reminding him that he still has a lot to fight for. He still has a lot to wrestle for. So does thank Wesley for that, and since then he has been on a journey to continue to up the value of the WWE Speed Championship and just defend it all over NXT, Evolve, Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, wherever the case may be, TNA, AAA, no matter what. Now, there has been some rumors that TNA may be bought out by WWE soon. If this were to happen, there's been an idea, an idea in which basically we combine AAA and TNA onto one show, as well as add, of course, some of the top WWE superstars, create a third main roster show for WWE, and then having two developmental and NXT and Evolve. That's an idea. Let me know what you guys think. As we continue focusing on this match, Chad Gable, Eddie Thorpe. It is Chad Gable right here, who as big as an opportunity for Eddie Thorpe. This is, Chad Gable, I do believe, honestly, by far, is the favorite. I mean, he's from the main roster. He also is a champion, so it's kind of like I don't want to shut down Eddie Thorpe instantly, but I do believe Chad Gable will have a nice, easy victory here tonight and another title defense. But hey, maybe he can go ahead and prove me wrong and become the new WWE Speed Championship. That would be interesting, and would definitely shake up the roster and all the titles. We do have a lot more titles here on the roster, as thank you to TNA, to AAA, to all these different little promotions that we have running around the shows like Speed, Evolve, NXT, etc. So that would definitely show and kind of tell the champions, hey, you're not untouchable, right? Even when you least expect it. It is possible that you'll lose. However, the person that may be losing right here is Eddie Thorpe, as Chad Gable has a nice little ankle lock. Many calling it the Angle lock, that being for Kurt Angle. Unfortunately for Chad Gable, not able to go ahead and submit and make Eddie Thorpe tap out right there. Instead, this match going to continue with Eddie Thorpe sending Chad Gable back inside of the ring. This match going to go ahead and I just got to say, I love the way this ring looks. The rules are a lot more brutal, but just being able to have fans around the ring, and I don't know, I like the uniqueness of this style of match. And I hope you guys do enjoy it just as much as I do. As Eddie Thorpe, we're going to go ahead and look to switch things around. Could be a dangerous position right here for Chad Gable, as if he's countered and hit with a finisher, he surely will be out. But it looks like Chad Gable wants to go ahead and put Eddie Thorpe out, instead picking him up and slamming him down. Eddie Thorpe may be out soon. Chad Gable is not finished. He's going to look for the ankle lock for the second time, looking to make Eddie Thorpe tap in order to retain his WWE Speed Championship. He has done it. Eddie Thorpe taps. And just like that, in the second match of tonight, the second championship match as well here tonight, another successful title defense, as Chad Gable is still the WWE Men's Speed Champion. Here tonight's a successful title defense against Eddie Thorpe. Congratulations for Chad Gable as he continues, reinventing himself in some way, shape, or form. And look who is here. Matt Cardona, formerly known as Zack Ryder. Matt Cardona is here. He has something to say. Let's hear him out. Luca Crucifino, Mr. NXT Heritage Champion, defending it every week on Evolve, doing all these title defense, all these great things, but you haven't truly defended it against the best of the best. That's why I'm calling you out to defend your title against me. And looks like someone has something to say about that. Luca Crucifino. Let's go ahead and hear him out. Look. You want to go ahead and call me out for my title? Fine. But just know you called this upon yourself. So how about next week, me and you, my NXT Heritage Championship on the line. Let's make things a little interesting. How about we do this in an all-holds-barred match? What do you say, Matt Cardona? You know what I say? I say let's do it. And it looks like we have another championship match confirmed. I mean, it is just championship match after championship match down here at NXT. Next week, it will be Luca Crucifino against Matt Cardona for the NXT Heritage Championship. And as Luca Crucifino said, in order to spice things up a little bit, it's going to be a no-holds-barred match. That is going to be quite interesting to see how things go. I mean, sure, Luca Crucifino has had some crazy challenges like Apollo Crews to just, one of them that really comes out of my mind. But Matt Cardona, I mean, this man, many call him the indie god. Now, I mean, obviously here on WWE territory representing TNA, maybe not as much indie, but point is, he spent time in many promotions. He has won countless championships, and that experience you just can't buy. You have to truly earn. So that is going to make things interesting, especially with an all-holds-barred added to that match. Luca Crucifino, of course, has had many successful title defenses, has been really just showing how great of a champion he is with his NXT Heritage Championship, but still young. Maybe the lack of experience, the lack of being able to have that spotlight, especially against someone like Matt Cardona, may cost him, but again, Matt Cardona, it's going to be difficult. Luca Crucifino, undefeated when it comes to the NXT Heritage Championship in up to now 10 or 11 matches, so that's going to be a great match that to come next week. Is now we're going to go ahead and focus on these guys right here. We have some tag team action. Up first, we saw TNT, Tyson and Tyreek. They are facing the Nemeths. They are the current TNA tag team champions. No titles on the line, but as I always say, as I've been saying a lot with the AAA superstars who are champions, if you beat the champions here tonight, surely you make a big statement, right? And you can go ahead and just say, yo, I want a title match. I already beat you once. I can beat you again. Put the title on the line, though. So, big opportunity here for TNT to be able to potentially earn themselves not only a title match, but then to go ahead and potentially become TNA Tag Team Champions. That'd be quite interesting, as the Nemeth's first time tagging here together on WWE territory. We've seen Nick Nemeth, formerly known as Dolph Ziggler, over in the main roster. He's had his moments here in singles action here on NXT, but for the first time as a tag team here on WWE territory are the Nemeths. So, big opportunity to go ahead and show exactly what the TNA Tag Team Champions are made out of. So, a lot at risk and a lot of opportunity within this match. When looking at the both teams, as again, lots of opportunity for TNT, Tyreek, and Tyson, and lots at risk with the Nemeths, as if they lose, well, they'll probably owe TNT a title match, and it kind of just shows that maybe the level of TNA Tag Team isn't as high as we thought. So far, the highest level we had seen were the Hardys, but they've been in a big vortex of Dark State's Hank and Tank and NXT Tag Team Championships. But here tonight's an opportunity to be able to see the Nemeths, as so far it does not seem as though they want to even worry about a match. Seems as though they just want to absolutely beat down their opponents. Nick Nemeth may be able to go ahead and win this match as the referee's count gets to 8. But no, It is Tyson who is able to get in the ring in time in order to beat the count. However, it is quickly Nick Nemeth who's going to go ahead and look for the submission. Can he go ahead and make Tyson tap in order to secure the victory here tonight? Not yet. It's right there, Tyson able to escape the submission hold quite quickly, instead picking up Nick Nemeth like he's a freaking ragdoll and slamming him down. Big damage done right there by Tyson onto Nick Nemeth, who's now sent onto the ropes and slam down. Oh my days. Big power right there from Tyson. He was looking for the pinfall, but a kick out at 1 by Nick Nemeth. As this match continues, it is Ryan Nemeth who is just attacking Tyreek on the outside of the ring, not allowing him to worry about his tag team partner, which at the same time is also leaving Nick Nemeth alone with no tag team partner, as Tyson gonna look for the pinfall 1. And again, another kick out at 1 as Tyson trying to look to continue the attack. Instead, this time, Nick Nemeth is able to get on the attack. Big right fist straight to the head of Tyson. Nick Nemeth doing some very big damage right here. And luckily for the Nemeths, it is Ryan Nemeth who is able to go ahead and do some big damage onto Tyreek on the outside. Tag finally made as Ryan Nemeth is inside of the ring. Unfortunately for Tyson, his tag partner nowhere to be found. Never mind, there he is. A little bit of showing off from Ryan Nemeth. Now, I am not 100% if the Nemeths are full-blood brothers. I believe I heard somewhere they were like half or something like that. Let me go ahead. Nemeth's real brothers. Let's go ahead and check the database right here. So, yeah, they're real life brothers. However, are they full brothers? Give me a sec, 'cause right here, Ryan may be able to go ahead and win the match before I can even answer this question. Tyson is struggling in here, barely hanging on. There is no one to break this submission, and there it is. A tag has been made. Ryan gets the victory. And just like that, the Nemeths, the TNA Tag Team Champions, secure the victory here against TNT, showing exactly what the top TNA Tag Team is made out of. First match here on WWE territory as a tag team and first victory. Congratulations to Ryan and Nick Nemeth. As up next, we have our new Women's North American Champion, Thea Hale. She has something she wants to go ahead and say. Let's go ahead and hear her out. I want to announce that next week I will be holding an open challenge. Anybody can come and face me for my North American Champion. Ladies best know I won't be losing. And just like that, it is confirmed. Next week we have another championship match. Thea Hale will look to defend her championship for the very first time in an open challenge. Who will be the superstar to go ahead and answer that open challenge? Thea Hale gonna go ahead and defend her Women's North American Championship. That's to come next week. As next up, we have the AAA Reina de Reinas champion, Fabi Apache. Here tonight, facing off against Hipstone Live, Vice City, Lola Vice. And again, as I say every single time, when a superstar who is facing another superstar who is a champion in a non-champion match, if the superstar who isn't a champion beats the champion, even if it's a non-championship match, they earn themselves a championship opportunity. That is the case here for Lola Vice. If she's able to beat the Reina de Reinas AAA champion, she will surely go ahead and earn herself that opportunity. And more likely than not, it would be at Saturday Night's Carnage. Fabi Apache is still looking for a challenger for them. But we'll go ahead and have to see if Lola Vice is able to pull off this victory here tonight. Lola Vice coming out, and she is a fan favorite. I mean, Oh my days, I have my headphones on and I can still hear the fans cheering for Lola Vice. Vice City is most definitely in the building here tonight. Lola Vice, of course, has a background of MMA. So she is a real killer. Her experience with MMA gives her a huge advantage. And I think that may be something new for Fabi Apache, something that she may have not faced or hasn't faced too often. So this may give Lola Vice a slight advantage, as in her MMA record she wins 4 wins and 1 loss. Right? She won by TKO, by decisions. So she can go ahead and beat you in a UFC ring if she wanted to. She can beat you in the squared circle if she wanted to. So that is a slight advantage for Lola Vice here tonight. But then, of course, we got to talk about the champion, Fabi Apache. She is the not translation, but the AAA Women's World Champion, basically, to put it like that. They have a different name for the title, but she is the Reina de Reinas champion, the Queen of Queens, the Princess of Princess champion. She is the top woman over AAA, so champion for a reason. Has held this title for this long for a reason. And here tonight, it is going to be difficult for her to go ahead and lose this match, because, I would say, on paper, she is easily the favorite. But Lola Vice may pull out a shocker big kick right there by Fabi Apache. She now looks to go ahead and do some big damage straight to the head of Lola Vice. Is currently, as far as I know, this is Fabi Apache's 4th AAA Reina de Reinas championships, tying with some other superstar, which my apologies, I don't know, but tied with this other superstar for the most reigns ever. She has held other titles over at AAA, but just showing exactly who and what type of superstar Fabi Apache is. She not only is the Reina de Reinas champion at the moment, she has also won it the most times, so she has experience being the top woman of her division. She has experience doing it for a long time, so Lola Vice at the moment being able to shock the world, as even though Fabi Apache, all these great things we're saying about her, she may still be put away. And yes, it is what? Fabi Apache, I'm not sure if this was an off night for her. I'm not sure if Lola caught her off guard tonight, or if Lola truly is just that good. But here tonight, an absolute upset, as the underdog Lola Vice has gone ahead and gotten the victory. Lola Vice has done it. She has beaten Fabi Apache, and now she can definitely make the claim that she deserves a AAA Reina de Reinas championship opportunity. Man, that would be great. Oh, we're going to have to find out what happens. Is up next, I believe this is Hank. Can't really tell Hank and Tank apart, but let's go ahead and hear whoever the hell this is out. Ever since becoming NXT Tag Team Champions, it has been Hardy's, then Dark States, and then repeating over and over again. I want to go ahead and put an end to that. That's why next week it will be Hank and Tank, the Hardys, and Dark State. All 3 tag teams battling it out for the NXT Tag Team Championships one last final time, where the winners take not only the titles, but also strip away the opportunity for the other 2 tag teams to even challenge for the titles, as long as the winners are champions. To make things even more interesting, in order to win this match, you have to climb up the ladder and up high in the sky grab those titles. So Dark States, Hardys, bring your A game, because this is truly the final chapter in our story. And oh my days, another championship match confirmed for next week. That is our what? Third championship match? Oh my days. We have the Thea Hale Open Challenge. Kind of forgot the rest. Oh, we have Matt Cardona versus Luca Crucifino for the NXT Heritage Championship. And now, a crazy heck of a match. I mean, this could have main evented freaking WrestleMania. The Hardys, Dark States, and Hank and Tank all battling it out for the NXT Tag Team Championships. Who I believe was Hank, as he said. The winner not only takes the title, he strips away the opportunity for the losers to challenge for the title. During this reign, whoever ends up coming out on top, let's say it's Hank and Tank, the Hardys and Darkseid can no longer challenge as long as Hank and Tank hold those titles. Which, just exactly how Hank said, this is truly the end of the road for this whole triangle of tag teams, which has been going at it for, well, mostly between the Hardys and Darkseid, but been going at it for quite some time now. Finally, gonna go ahead and put an end to that. That coming next week here on NXT. But for now, it is time for the main event of the night. The moment we have all been waiting for. We have the phenomenal AJ Styles, accompanied by, well, his tag team partner, Omos. Here tonight, AJ Styles coming in as a two-time TNA World Champion. Big opportunity is, this is his opportunity to go ahead not only to win the TNA World Heavyweight Championship as a WWE superstar, but an opportunity to go ahead and become a three-time TNA World Heavyweight Champion here within the WWE. AJ Styles is a two-time WWE Champion, three-time United States Champion, one-time Intercontinental Champion, and has also won a couple other titles within other promotions. But that is two TNA World Championships, two WWE Championships, a total of four-time World Champion AJ Styles here tonight, looking to win his third TNA World Heavyweight Championship. However, his opponent is going to be no easy task. He is the current face of TNA. Say his name and he appears. Joe Henry is here. We have the past face of TNA facing off against the future of TNA, and it is all happening here in the present. Joe Henry, AJ Styles, and, well, the TNA World Heavyweight Championship on the line. This the main event here tonight of NXT. Make sure, of course, you guys tune into Evolve tomorrow, Friday night SmackDown, and then Saturday we'll have Bash Berlin, and Sunday the women's only PLE Evolution. So make sure you guys keep tuning in on the channel, keep checking up with all of this, as we are bound to have not only a busy week but such a great, phenomenal week. For now, we go ahead and focus on this match right here, the main event here tonight. TNA World Heavyweight Championship on the line, TNA World Championship on the line. AJ Styles against Joe Henry. A huge opportunity for both of the superstars. If Joe Henry here tonight is able to go ahead and successfully defend his championship, he can go ahead and say he beat AJ Styles, and not only beat him, but defended his championship against it. On the other hand, as we said earlier today, if AJ Styles is able to go ahead and become champion here tonight, not only will he become a three-time TNA World Champion, he'll also become a five-time champion overall, adding his two World Championships here within the WWE. A big opportunity for both superstars, who will come out on top here in our main event tonight. AJ Styles, of course, not only has he an advantage because of the experience, because of the atmosphere and the fans that just absolutely love him. I mean, there's so much things we can say, but the other obvious main reason to me on why AJ Styles can surely win here tonight is Omos. AJ Styles, of course, after losing to Karrion Kross, has basically been forced to turn heel. And well, as much as this does give him a lot of opportunities to go ahead and become champion, he does have to do some awful things. It's not like he wanted to, but whatever, we deal with it. Point is, he's aligned himself with Omos once again, and well, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes ahead and gets involved within this match here tonight. I mean, that would be a big advantage for AJ Styles as Joe Henry. Bit of a cheap shot, something we don't see too often, but I guess when it's this big of a match, you do not want to let a single opportunity slip in which you can make your opponent suffer. If you want to come out on top, defend your championship, especially against someone of the likes of AJ Styles, you have to take every chance you get and go ahead and take it. Don't worry about the fans cheering you on. Don't worry about Mr. Good Guy, Bad Guy. Worry about winning, and that's exactly what Joe Henry plans to do. He's almost already starting off his trickery, sending a kendo stick inside of the ring. Unfortunately for him, the referee quickly saying that, sending it back out, but something that has also gone out is the match. As AJ Styles, Joe Henry both fighting it out outside of the ring. Mostly AJ Styles is right there, though. Joe Henry is able to move out of the way now, grabbing AJ Styles, sending him back inside of the ring. Referee's count gets the 5. Both gentlemen are now back inside of the ring. AJ Styles is able to move out of the way right there nicely, allowing him to potentially be able to get back onto the attack right here. AJ Styles charging up. A big clothesline flipping Joe Henry as he now looks for the pinfall. Quick kick out by Joe Henry right there. This match continues. AJ Styles isn't done, but neither is Joe Henry. Big punch. AJ Styles going to look to return. Is stalled by Joe Henry. Joe Henry returning the punch. AJ Styles finally able to hit, and we now have some back and forth action as Omos goes ahead and removes the padding off of the turnbuckle. Referee, fortunately for Joe Henry, technically fortunately for both, the referee is able to see that and goes ahead and puts the padding back on the turnbuckle. However, things may be over as Joe Henry looking for the pinfall. 1, 2. AJ Styles able to kick out Joe Henry. So close to retaining his TNA World Championship, and AJ Styles able to kick out still in this match. Joe Henry isn't finished though. Neither is AJ. As AJ Styles right here going to look for the submission. Rope breaking. We do see his foot dangling right there off of the rope, proving that the referee has some nice little eagle vision right there, proving that Joe Henry did have a rope break, but he may not be able to break out of this. 1, 2, 3, that is it. AJ Styles has done it. He is the new TNA World Champion. 3-time TNA World Champion. 5-time World Champion overall. AJ Styles has done it. He has added gold back to his collection, and a WWE Superstar now holds TNA Gold. Yet again, congratulations. We'll see you all next time.